Me and Lily will be presenting on spina bifida. So spina bifida is a congenital birth defect which occurs due to the incomplete closure of the caudal neuroport of the neural tube during neurulation. It affects fetuses in utero and infants. It's also known as split spine or spinal dysraphism. It's the most common complex non-progressive central nervous system defect in humans. The severity of spina bifida depends on the amount of neural tube left unclosed during early embryonic development. And there's various types of spina bifida. Here we have the three. We have the myelomeningocele, which is the most severe form of spina bifida. It's also known as spina bifida aperta, and this is where the meninges and the spinal cord push out of the linear alignment and form a protruding sac or placode on the infant's back. We also have meningocele. This is a moderate form of spina bifida. Only the meninges of the spinal cord protrude through the spinal defect. It forms a cyst-like sac at the level of lesion, and the spinal cord remains in place and is not damaged. Lastly, we have spina bifida occulta, which is the least severe form of spina bifida. It's a closed lesion neural tube defect. It's an incomplete formation of one or more vertebrae. The spinal gap is small and often asymptomatic, and conditions often go unnoticed. And individuals who do have this form of spina bifida may have little to no functional impairments. So spina bifida occurs because of the incomplete closure of the neural tube during early embryonic development. However, it's not precisely understood what the mechanisms are behind its development. It's believed to be a multi-factor interplay between nutritional factors, genetics, and environmental conditions. Nutritional deficiency in folic acid prior to and during early gestation is strongly correlated to spina bifida development. And this is why mothers, when they are trying to become pregnant or they are early in their pregnancy, they're encouraged to take folate and prenatal vitamins throughout their pregnancy. There's also a genetic component to spina bifida. If you have a spinal history of neural tube defects, or your body has little intake of folate throughout pregnancy. Environmental factors which may affect the development of spina bifida include smoking, medications, and socioeconomic status. And this is because certain medications may have effects on the human body, which may impact the infant developing in the mother's womb. And in regards to socioeconomic status, mothers may not be able to afford vitamins, or they may be unavailable. They may be unable to afford proper nutrition through groceries, and that affects the amount of nutrition that their baby is able to intake through while in utero. So the functional impact of spina bifida includes neurological damage resulting in various symptoms such as lower extremity paralysis, motor impairment, sensory impairments, bladder and bowel dysfunction, hydrocephalus, and learning disabilities. And treatment for spina bifida includes surgery or medication. Some surgical procedures include a surgery 48 hours post-birth to close the wound on the infant's back. We have a ventriculoperitoneal shunt for hydrocephalus, and fetuses may undergo surgery in utero to prevent worsening conditions. Some medications that infants or children are given include suppositories, stool softeners, laxatives, and enemas, and these are to treat urological conditions which may come from a spina bifida.
So some of the surgery risks. So for the fetal surgery, so preterm birth is significant risk when surgery is performed on the fetus. The stress and invasiveness of the procedure can trigger premature labor. The membranes surrounding the fetus may rupture prematurely due to the surgical intervention. Surgery can cause scarring of the uterine tissue. Any surgical procedure carries a risk of infection during fetal surgery. Both the mother and the fetus are exposed to potential infection, and significant blood loss can occur during surgery. As for surgery on a baby, so during the repair of a spinal defect, cerebrospinal fluid may leak. The spinal cord is delicate and can be inadvertently damaged during surgery. Similar to the previous infections, the fetus is also susceptible to infections, and the fetus can also experience the bleeding during surgery. As for strength and challenges, so some strengths, many individuals with spina bifida exhibit strong verbal communication skills. Some people with spina bifida have strong memorization abilities. Associative processing involves linking new item information with existing knowledge, which some individuals with spina bifida do well in. And then individuals with spina bifida may perform well in tasks that require handling straightforward data and information. As for challenges, mobility can be significantly affected due to the neurological and orthopedic complications associated with it. They experience issues with bladder and bowel control due to nerve damage. Sensory motor impairments are also common, affecting coordination, balance, and fine motor skills. And then there's also cognitive and learning difficulties that can vary, but often include challenges with executive functioning, attention, and problem solving. As for assembled processing, which involves multiple pieces of information to form coherent whole, can be challenged. Some individuals have difficulties with word recognition, reading, comprehension, and sequencing. As for our case study, so Gus is an 8-year-old Hispanic boy living in Northridge with his parents and older brother in a single-story home. He is in 3rd grade and enjoys coloring and listening to music. Raised in a Catholic family, Gus regularly attends Sunday Mass with his family. He was born with MMC, a severe form of spina bifida, which was surgically repaired shortly after birth. Currently, Gus uses the forearm crutches and the KAFO to aid his posture and balance. His parents have been very supportive, but they have noticed that Gus faces challenges both at home and at school. At home, Gus struggles with everyday self-care activities such as personal hygiene, feeding, and dressing. His impaired fine motor skills makes it difficult for him to independently dress himself due to poor precision and dexterity. Due to his cognitive deficits, he struggles with organizing the steps required for dressing. This often leads to frustration and delays, requiring assistance from his mother to complete the task. Additionally, he has issues with bladder and bowel incontinence, leading to frequent accidents that necessitate regular management. In school, Gus has challenges with attention and focus. He becomes easily distracted in the classroom environment, which impacts his ability to stay on task and follow instructions. His cognitive challenges, coupled with sensory issues, contribute to his difficulty in maintaining concentration during lessons. He also struggles with handwriting because of his weak hand grip, making it hard for him to form letters and write legibly. Socially, he finds it challenging to interact with peers and make friends. He often feels left out during recess due to his physical limitation. This social isolation further affects his emotional well-being and sense of belonging at school. Gus was referred to outpatient occupational therapy services. The goal is to enhance his independence in ADLs, IADLs, and to support his psychosocial well-being. The family faces challenges in managing Gus' needs, but they are committed to help him achieve a sense of normalcy and inclusion. So some of the goals that we are focusing on, so the first goal is dressing. So the client will demonstrate the ability to select and put on a shirt with mod eye with 3 or fewer verbal cues by 4 sessions. The second goal that we're focusing on is toileting and toilet hygiene. So client will transfer from his forearm crutches with supervision to the toilet using grab bar and adaptive seating with 3 or fewer verbal cues for safety and balance by 4 sessions. And the third goal is social participation. So client will participate in a turn-taking activity with one peer with mod-I, using no more than 2 verbal prompts to sustain the interaction by 4 sessions. So the role of OT, the condition significantly affects mobility and bowel and bladder control, often leading to restricted social opportunities and reduced independence in self-care and self-management. So the role of the OT, they help to address the sensory processing issues, which is something they have a difficult time with, and also promote early mobilization and stretching exercises to preserve the range of motion, which is crucial for ADLs and IADLs. If these are not addressed, it can impede in participation in important activities such as work, play, leisure, education, and social engagement. So the first activity involves using a clothespin to pick up small objects, and this is to help strengthen grip and improve precision areas where the client struggles. This activity focuses on enhancing grip strength, precision, and dexterity. Research has shown that the hand grip strength exercise can improve fine motor skills. Developing these fine motor skills is crucial for self-dressing, which is the primary goal of this activity, particularly in helping the client manipulate buttons when dressing himself. The second activity involves using an obstacle course to enhance coordination, mobility, and balance. Addressing the client's difficulties with walking mobility is a crucial learning experience for young children with spina bifida, and exploring their environment during childhood is known to promote cognitive and psychosocial development. By working on these skills, the client can gain the ability to transfer and move around independently. The activity also incorporates sitting and standing exercise to target safe toilet transfers. Promoting sitting balance and alignment increases upper extremity function. The main goal is to build the client's ability to move safely and independently, especially when transferring to the toilet while maintaining balance. The third activity involves building a tower with box with an aid to work on social skills and participation while practicing turn taking. Social deficits in children with SV have shown to negatively impact responsibility, but the benefits of leveraging existing social skills strengths are often underestimated. Enhancing social skills through activities like this can help influence the client's overall development and self-management.
And here's our intervention session. Hi guys, welcome back to occupational therapy. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Good?
We're doing good, yes.
Nice. Has there been any changes you've noticed since I've last seen you guys and like his talking to others or dressing, using the toilet?
I mean, he still has his issues when it comes to transferring to the toilet or when he's dressing. I mean, he still is not very social with his peers at school, so that's what his teachers tell me, that he's still having trouble with that.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I think he's making a little bit of improvement, little by little.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, well, perfect. Because my plan for today was just to start off a bit light and easy. I have a few interventions that are geared towards improving Gus's social participation and just how he talks to others while playing. I have interventions geared towards helping him with dressing, specifically with buttoning buttons and getting those really fine movements. We have a few things for him here, and we also have activities to help improving his ability to get on and off of the toilet, just working on that balance.
Okay.
Alrighty, so without further ado, we can go ahead and get started.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
You ready, guys?
Alright, are you ready?
We're ready.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we're going to work on some stretches to get you ready for the activities we have planned for today. Are you ready? Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and grab your leg here. We're going to stretch the hips slowly. Let me know how that feels. If it feels painful, let me know, please. We're going to have you here for a couple seconds. Alright, we're going to go forward. Perfect. Now we're going to go up. A couple seconds there. We want you nice and stretched. Alright, we're going to come back down. Now we're going to move those ankles. It's going to go up and down 10 times. which side. So now we're gonna do the opposite side. We're gonna go ahead and stretch. Hold here for a couple seconds. You doing okay? Yeah? Okay. Alright, we're gonna go forward. Right, so we're gonna put the leg up. Have it here for a couple seconds. Alright, we're gonna come back down. And now we're gonna stretch those ankles. So we're gonna do 10 times again. Right, we're gonna be working on some activities. Hopefully you're ready to have some fun. We're gonna go on a little jungle. An obstacle course of a jungle. And then we're gonna feed the lions as well. Alright, you are ready to go.
Yes, are you ready to go on a jungle trip around the jungle? Yeah. Yes? Okay, so you're gonna watch me first, okay? Your turn, okay? Okay, good. I like how you went through the whole course. You took it very slowly to go through the turns. The next time when you go through the balancing, I want you to have one foot in front of the other. I want you to go straight through it.
Okay.
Okay? Good job. You finished the whole course using both of your feet right in front of the other.
Hi Gus, I hear you like tigers. Is that true? You like tigers? Well, meet our little tiger friend. His name is Zeke. Hi Zeke. Hi Zeke. Well, today Zeke is pretty hungry. Can you help me with feeding Zeke? Yeah, so we have all his food right here. So we're going to go ahead. You can watch me. I'm going to use this little guy to give him some food, okay? We're gonna put it right in here. All right, watch me. All right, you try. All right, that was a great appetizer for our friend Zeke. I think he's still a little hungry. I really like how you used your fingers to hold on to the tweezers to grab onto his food. I really like how you did that and brought them all over here. How about next time? Let's try using our crocodile fingers. So right here, these 3 fingers make a little crocodile, and you can hold on to our little tweezer and it will make it easier to pick up his food. And we can keep on feeding him.
Okay,
All right, how's that sound?
that sounds good. So these 3 here.
Mm-hmm. Go
Okay.
ahead and give it a try. Really nice job. I think, oh, you got a nice little light block there. I think Zeke might be hungry for some red pom-poms. Ooh, can you get the red pom-poms? One more. Thank you, guys. I think Zeke wants some yellow pom-poms. Can you find the yellow pom-poms?
Yes.
Ooh, he's gonna eat so good tonight for dinner.
He's gonna eat the bananas.
He's gonna eat the bananas.
little
You're
bananas.
right. The little bananas. I like bananas too.
I love bananas. They're my favorite fruit.
Are they? Ooh, that's good to know.
I also like strawberries.
You like strawberries?
Yeah.
Maybe Zeke can get some strawberries too. Can you find any pink pom-poms?
There's 3.
There's 3. Ooh, good. You counted 3.
1, 2, and 3. Ooh.
You know, Zeke likes blueberries too. Can you get him some blueberries? What kind looks like blueberries?
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How many blueberries does he want?
He's a big tiger, so let's give him all of the blueberries.
All the blueberries.
Yeah.
He's getting all his fruits.
Mm-hmm. He loves his fruits. And one more blueberry. Yay! And then I think he's almost full, but this will be his last dessert. Can you get him some green limes? Alrighty, you fed Zeke and he's so full now.
Yay.
Thank you. All right.
So now we're gonna be building a house for Zeke. Are you ready? So you're gonna be building a tower with the A here, and you guys are gonna be taking turns, okay? So we'll have the A start first, and then go from there. Okay. So just remember, we gotta take turns, okay? So we're gonna have her go first, and then you go, and then just remember to communicate with each other just to know whose turn it is. We wanna make it more fair for everyone.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, so we're gonna have her go first.
Okay. It's my turn. Okay, then it's your turn. Do you like tigers?
I do. Is that your favorite animal?
Yeah, I like this tiger.
Oh, that's a pretty tiger.
Yeah.
What other animals do you like?
I like lions and I like cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about you?
I also like cats, and I like dogs too.
Oh, I love dogs.
I love dogs.
It's your turn.
Do you have a pet dog?
I don't. I'm gonna pet dog. I
My
wanna-
dog is my best friend.
That's a good best friend. Ooh, that's a good block. Okay, your turn.
Look, it's getting taller.
Oh, it's a big house. It's a
Mhm.
big house for Zeke.
For Zeke. Zeke is gonna love this.
No. He's so lucky.
He's very lucky.
Okay.
You think you can reach all the way to the top?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
do
we can
it.
try it. Okay.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow, that's a big house.
Alright, and let's have you use your other hand. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Good job. Only a few more blocks left. Look at Zeke. He's excited now.
I know. He's gonna love his house.
He will love it.
He had some lions up here.
Few more, you get the last block.
Yay!
Yay! Yay, good job!
You did
Yay!
Yay!
You
built a
loves
home
it.
for Zeke. You did a great job. I liked how you were taking turns with the A. That's important to do, especially when it comes when you go to school, taking turns with your classmates and you're playing games. Really like that.
Alrighty, Lily. Well, so today I told you we are working on improving his toileting abilities and just being able to get off and on the toilet safely, working on his balance. We were working on his ability to button buttons so he can dress on his own. And we were also working on his ability to just participate in social interactions and improving his ability to share with others. And so what we did was we had him do a little obstacle course, and that was just to help improve his ability when maneuvering around certain objects. In the obstacle course, we had balance games, and that helped out with improving his balance and coordination of his body. He was able to step on the balance game with 2 feet at the end, but he did start off with just hopping on these beams at a time, and that's completely okay. That was great for his first time doing this activity.
Good, I'm glad.
And then we also had him get on and off of a chair just to use play to help him practice with, that motion of getting on and off of the toilet.
Okay.
And then we also used some tweezers and some toys to help transfer objects from one place to another. And that was to improve his fine motor skills, or just using his fingers to be able to button things on his own independently. Might even help with zippering up his pants in the future. And then our last thing that we did was we also worked on, we used Jenga and building blocks to help him learn how to properly take turns with someone and probably initiate conversation. And he did really well with that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So do you have any questions for me?
No questions.
No? Okay. Well, I have some home exercises and activities planned for you just so that we can practice these same skills at home.
Okay.
It's really important that Gus is able to really do these activities at home because that's where the most learning for him will happen.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have no more questions, we're all good to go today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. We'll see you next time.